his only chance of survival lies in the hands of Victor Von Doom.
Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today with a very special video on my 5th rank 4 6-star champion, and that is going to be Dr. freaking Doom, man. So first and foremost, I'm sorry for taking so long to get this video out to you guys, but as I'm sure you can imagine, these, rank 4 videos take a very long time to make and a lot of effort, a lot of hours, so, it took a bit of time, but we got there. We're gonna jump right in today. I believe we have 46 endgame bosses and some other stuff in this video as well. So we're gonna jump right in, not too much talk, but before we do that, I want to talk about the synergy team that I use for this guy for about 95% of the fights in this video. It's pretty freaking good, man. So let me break it down for you real quick. So my favorite team by a mile for Dr. Doom here is Dr. Doom, Mr. Fantastic, Mole Man, Diablo, and Silver Surfer. This team is so incredible for Dr. Doom, and I'll break it down for you exactly why. There's this synergy right here, by the way, that I didn't use a single time in this video because I'm not going to go in and kill 4 members of my team for every fight that I do. But attack rate is increased by 10% for each knocked out team member. That's definitely solid, an additional 40% attack rating, but we're not doing that, all right? But over here with Diablo, this synergy is phenomenal. Heavy attacks are guaranteed critical hits while the opponent is suffering from a stagger effect. Over here with Mr. Fantastic, Shock and Incinerate debuffs have plus 20% increased potency along with the armor break that you receive on the defender every time you do a heavy attack that reduces armor rating by 15%. Of course, Mr. Fantastic gets benefit from this as well. Over here with Silver Surfer, each time the Aura of Hazorath is activated, Doom taps into the power Cosmic, gaining a random buff for 8 seconds, either a Fury, an Armor, or an Energized buff, and just a little bit of attack rating from Mr. Fantastic. From Mole Man over here, I absolutely love this synergy for Dr. Doom, 20% chance to purify a debuff. So what that really means is that I can run Dr. Doom with the Suicide Masteries, not the start of the fight. I have a 20% chance per debuff that I'm not going to have them, and you're going to see for many of the fights in this video, I'm running the Suicide Masteries, however, I do not have the debuffs on me. We have some more critical rating as well. With Diablo, we have critical damage rating and attack rating just because all the members synergize so nicely together. And over here, we have armor rating and critical rating. All right, so we have a lot of crit rating, we have a lot of crit damage, we have a lot of armor and additional attack from all of these 5 members synergizing together so nicely. Now, one synergy also that is very good that I use for a couple times in this video is this one with Doctor Strange right here. Activating the Aura of Hazorath has a 50% chance to purify all degen, poison, incinerate, bleed, and cold snap debuffs. So that is definitely going to be useful at certain times in this video. And also keep in mind that with Doctor Strange on the team, we synergize nicely with Mr. Fantastic to get this Mystic synergy where champions regain 5% of the power spent on any special attack for each unique special attack they've used in the fight, which of course is very nice for Dr. Doom. One more synergy that's very nice for Doom that I did not use at all in this video is with Squirrel Girl over here, which is going to extend the Aura of Hazorath by 2 seconds, which is actually very, very, very nice for Dr. Doom. So also, one more thing, Dr. Doom is a metal champion, right? So that means the white Magneto pre-fight, we use it like one time in Labyrinth of Legends against like Old Man Logan in this video. But aside from that, this is the freaking team, my dudes. They're all rank 3 and above, pretty much close to maxed out. Well, that's not even true because Diablo and Mr. Fantastic are not even close to maxed out on their sig ability, but Silver Surfer is rank 3, sig 200. Of course, Dr. Doom is rank 4, sig 200. I use all these champions all the time, minus Silver Surfer. Really amazing team. They work together so nicely. Now that all of that has been said, let's start jumping into the video, and really, really amazing news, guys. I did all of the Act 6 content in this video before the nerf happened. So all of the Act 6 bosses, which I believe is 22 out of 24 of the bosses in this video, are before the nerf, which is really, really great. I got very lazy on the Act 7 stuff, and it took a while to complete all that stuff, but we're good to go. Let's start jumping in with one of my favorite fights in the entire game, the 6.2 champion boss. Now, this fight right here, I absolutely love it. This is the last fight that I did against the champion before he was nerfed, and also, Dr. Doom is the first champion that I ever soloed 6.2 champion boss with. So, it's definitely really cool that he's the last as well. This was one of the first fights I did with my rank 4 Dr. Doom. So, really, really cool moment there for me when I did this fight. But regardless, man, what we're going to do here is we're going to go for the absolute Doom rotation, the Doom cycle. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to break it down for you right here. Now, don't worry, by the way, SP3 skip will be used very liberally in this video for 90% of the special 3s, but for the first couple fights, we're going to watch a couple of them. Here we're going to go medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, special 1. We are now up to the special 2. Watch this. I love this clip. Oh, baby boy. How about that, man? The little heavy stun intercept. You gotta love it, man. I feel like Doom's been out for a while now. He used to be looked upon as like the best champion in the game, and over time I feel like he's almost fallen out of graces with some people, but Doom is still so incredibly OP, and we're going to show that in this video today. We just completely decimated the 6.2 champion boss just by doing the typical Doom cycle, and look at our combo count to tap it all off. All right, so this was absolute domination against the 6.2 champion boss with the rank 4 Dr. Doom. Really, really solid stuff, man. A very strong start to this showcase, I think. Doom is just an absolute monster. All right, so there we go. That is the 6.2 champion boss, and up next, you guys know we love to do 6.2.5 Mordo. Now, after, now that Act 6 was nerfed, I'll have to maybe think about that in the future. I haven't really done too much of the nerfed bosses. I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy doing them. I don't know if they're still going to be fun to watch, but we got this one. So, Dr. Doom has always been an absolutely incredible option for this Mordo. He has so much going on here because, first of all, he can do that. He can shock him right through his block, and he can go for the heavy attack while the stun is active, right? Which is just super duper nice. So here, that SP3 skip, by the way, is so amazing on Dr. Doom. It really makes me enjoy playing Dr. Doom so much more. We have a Labyrinth fight in here. I think we have 2 Abyss fights in here as well. And let me tell you, man, I've done a lot of Labyrinth fights with Doom back in the day. I've done a bunch of, when I was going through Abyss, I was using my 5-star Dr. Doom. I watched that special 3 so many times. I never wanted to see it again in my entire life. And thankfully, we can just skip it now. We're going to go for the special 2 here. Probably no heavy attack into the special 2. And do not go gentle is probably going to kill me. Beautiful. You love to see it. But then you go on with the next champion and just give him a little poke. That's what you do against Do Not Go Gentle Mordo. Now, we gotta go for a Winter Soldier fight here. Now, as you can see how it says Purified there on the left, I don't believe it happened versus the champion. I don't believe it happened during Mordo. But that's essentially that Mole Man synergy being really, really nice. I find that when one debuff is purified, it's usually the poison debuff, which is great because, as you can see, if you run Coagulate, which I do, you're pretty much taking no damage whatsoever from that bleed debuff, which is phenomenal, right? So I feel like I could run the Suicide Masteries with Doom, bring him in for like a boss fight there, and even if I'm not bringing Rollman, bring Doom in for like a boss fight in like Act 7 or something like that, going forward to Act 8, and he's going to do really, really well. So here, we're running Suicides. We're at our first special 3, 99% health. We're at Winter Soldier down to 65% health already. Here we're going to go for the Doom cycle again. Okay, and again, just a refresher, medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, special 1 to steal the power when there are 3 bars of power. We're now at 2 bars of power. We're going to reparry, okay, to get just enough power to go for a combo into a heavy attack. Now, at rank 4, you can do this, which is great. But if you don't get the reparry, if you just get 1 parry or a blocked hit, you're going to be like 1% power short. So what that means is that at rank 5, Doom's going to be able to do it with just a regular parry or a blocked hit, which is going to be really, really great. Let's watch this guaranteed crit, by the way. 42,329. Check out how many hits it took to kill Winter Soldier. It's almost like I planned it. So, really solid synergy with Diablo there, giving us the guaranteed crit combined with the armor break guaranteed on the heavy attack from Mr. Fantastic, along with all the additional crit rating and crit damage, and plus additional attack synergies that we have intertwined here, along with the Silver Surfer synergy is not too bad as well if we get the Fury. So yeah, solid stuff, man. As you can see, Doom is absolutely freaking nuts, man. So we're gonna have a lot of fun in this video. We have, I think, like 42 fights left. Let's start jumping in. We have Act 7.2 Nova here, and of course, one thing you don't really want to do against Nova is hit him with unblockable attacks, but Doom does have those unblockable special attacks, so we got to be a little careful of that. Watch out for Nova, because he can be a little sneaky, right? So what I want to do here is build up to this special 3. I've been fighting this Nova a bunch more lately, and I've been enjoying this fight quite a bit. To be entirely honest, I still don't know all the nodes here. There's like the burnout and everything, but I have been using this Nova as like a kind of generic enormous Nova boss, because I feel like you can kind of ignore the nodes as long as you have a decent counter to the fight. But again, we're going for the Doom cycle. We're pretty much always going for the Doom cycle in this video here for all of these fights. It's just such an incredibly effective way to go about doing things. Here we went for an intercept instead of going for the reparry because we stole the power gain, so we had our power normally just going up. Now, one thing about the Mystic Dispersion Mastery we have to talk about here is that I actually don't really like using Dr. Doom with high Mystic Dispersion, and the reason being is because, as you can see, so many of these fights are so calculated when it comes to how I'm building power and when I'm throwing my special attacks and all of that stuff like that, right? So I've found that if there's too much power, if there's too many buffs at a high level of Mystic Dispersion, it's actually going to push me above 2 bars of power sometimes when I need to go for the special 1 to steal their power, and that could really mess you up. So usually I run Dr. Doom with a 0 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion. There are a few fights in here I turn on like 1, 2, or 3 Mystic Dispersion, just to offset that need I was talking about of getting the reparry, where if I have like 1 or 2 Mystic Dispersion, there's like 1 buff to take advantage of on the defender, that's going to be just enough where we can act as if we are like a rank 5 Dr. Doom. Also, one more synergy that couldn't make Dr. Doom like he is a rank 5 Dr. Doom is if you have the Mojo synergy, which I made an entire video on, that increases your offensive combat power rate by 7%. That's going to make his power rating at rank 5 pretty much just rank 4, just like you have a rank 4, which could definitely be a solid option as well. Up next, check this out, Purified. All right, we purified the poison on 6.1.5 Crossbones, man, which is awesome. Really awesome. This is Power Struggle, and I'm going to show you a really amazing, cheesy way to deal with Power Struggle here with Dr. Doom. This is absolutely awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to get him the 3 bars of power. We're going to go for the special 3, and now we're going to do this specific rotation, all right? We're going to go medium, light, medium, light, medium, light, medium, back at the special 3. The reason for this is because with this node, every time they gain a bar of power, we gain a bar of power, right? So as you can see, he keeps gaining a bar of power, losing the bar of power. He's losing it on our light attack. So we're going medium, light, medium to reset the combo. Light to drain, medium to push him. Light to drain, medium to push him. Special 3 to finish off the fight now. How about that absolute cheese on Power Struggle by Dr. Doom? This can work on pretty much any Power Struggle lane, any Power Struggle boss, and it's going to be incredibly effective as well. 3% health on Crossbones. Let's give him a slap. Boom. See you later, man. Take it easy. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. Up next, we have a very fun fight. 7.3 Mixed Master Heavy Assault Stark Spidey. Now, Heavy Assault is great with Dr. Doom, especially with the Diablo synergy. Check it out. 70k. 70k heavy attack, guaranteed crit with the armor break, and this is without the special 3 fury that really beefs up our attack. Now, well, of course, it is Mix Master here, I believe, so we can't do like medium, light, all this stuff. But what's great is that our when there's a shock, I mean, dude, oh my god, whenever there's a shock, we're gonna have that guaranteed passive stun, right? Which is obviously great. So against an evader like Spider-Man there, I don't have to really worry about him evading us. So Really solid stuff. We're going to jump into Labyrinth here. This is Labyrinth, Old Man Logan. We actually have Suicides off for this fight, and this is just going to show you absolute complete domination and the potential Dr. Doom can have over the power meter on both sides of the field against most defenders in this game, okay? When there is more power, Dr. Doom's going to have a fun time. By the way, that utility I love, that resist, right, at the end of special attacks and heavy attacks. I just dove into Old Man Logan's special one, not on purpose, by the way. That was a mistake by me, but that resist on that one-hit heavy attack made us reduce the attack rating on that, and also we're still at 100% health, and it didn't knock us down. So now we're going for a medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, special one combos. We're going to go for the repower here against Old Man Logan. Boom, you love to see it. Medium, light, 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 steal the power, heavy attack directly into the special 3 once more, and we're going to do this over and over and over and over against this guy, okay? And as you can see, it's pretty darn effective, okay? You hold the block before the special one is over. That's going to influence them to come in and hit your block so you can get the reparry off. You want to go for the heavy attack there. Boom. Now into the special 3. I believe I was running Mystic Dispersion for this fight. That's why I'm getting to the special 3 before the heavy attack. But if I wasn't running the Mystic Dispersion Mastery, we would just be doing exactly what we're doing, right? And it's going to be a very, very effective way to control most fights. And as you can see, man, we kind of lock the defender into this perpetual cycle of just going medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, special one. And there's really not too much they can do. Yes, of course, they can throw their special attack, but as I'm sure you know, there's a much lower chance the defender uses their special attack if you're actively just holding the block side of the screen down. They're going to be much more influenced to come in towards you and attack you and try to get you to let go of your block so that they can use their special attack, because the defender AI is not going to want to throw their special attack into your block, okay? The AI is not as smart as you are as a player. However, sometimes I know the AI can be like Ultra Instinct, borderline cheating, right? But at the end of the day, they're seeing a block and they're saying, okay, I don't want to go for a special attack into that block. Maybe I'll go for a heavy attack into the block. The heavy attack will break the block, right? And as you can see, we've watched 2 minutes of this now. It's been completely efficient the entire time. And I'm probably going to go for a special 2 at this point to finish it all off. We have 3 Furies. Okay, we're going for a heavy attack and a special 2 to finish it all off. Boom, completely wasted. That was 1.5 million health pulled down in about 3 minutes. That was Labyrinth. Many, many, many people have done Abyss with Dr. Doom, right? He's so good for it. Now, a 5-star Dr. Doom when Abyss came out, I do believe, yeah, it's like they were ranked. Well, I guess Abyss kind of really gave the first rank 3s, right? So I guess if you did Abyss completion, got a Mystic, Tier 5 class Catalyst, then you can go ahead and use Dr. Doom, right, as a rank 3. But really, most people are using their rank 5s Dr. Dooms, right, for Abyss. And that, you know, the Doom cycle when it comes to power and everything, that definitely was very solid for keeping the fights going, but Dr. Doom wasn't getting many solos in the Abyss, right? He just wasn't, because you were using a 5-star, and you probably weren't using the Suicide Masteries, because Dr. Doom is definitely better for Abyss without Suicides. However, I will tell you this fight against Medusa I'm doing right now, I did do this fight with the rank 4 without Suicides on, and I almost killed Medusa. I got her down to 5% health. Now, I could have possibly played better, done a few more special 2s. That might have been better than just going for the Doom cycle like I'm doing here. But with the Suicides on, it was a pretty easy solo here, right? Now, what that tells me is that in the future, when we have rank 5 Dr. Doom, he's going to be able to solo a lot of the Cosmic Abyss fights, which is going to be really, really sweet going forward, because like I said, people pretty much did Abyss with 5-stars when it first came out. So in like a year or 2 from now, when we finally have rank 5s, I would wager that probably July 4th is coming up now. I don't know when you're watching this video, hello, but it's almost July 4th, 2022. I would imagine that at July 4th, 2023, we see rank 5 materials. Possibly the game is moving forward at a very expedited rate lately, so who knows? But anyway, far in the future, when Abyss is beyond irrelevant at that point, when the rewards are so irrelevant because T5CC is everywhere at that point and people are focusing on rank 5 materials, but if you have haven't done Abyss yet at that point and you have a rank 5 Doctor Doom, he's 6-star rank 5 Doctor Doom is probably going to annihilate Abyss, man. So just an interesting thing to think about, right, when it comes to the combo cap and everything in Abyss. So yeah, we could skip forward a little bit here. By a little bit, I mean a lot of it. But yeah, obviously, Doctor Doom with suicides in Abyss is absolutely nuts. But like I've said many times now, when you're doing Abyss, more often than not, you do kind of want the suicides off unless you're using a super duper suicide-friendly champion. You know, Doom's damage output is good enough that he can kind of just go through like a boss fight and just nuke them down after the Doom cycle. But when it comes to 3 million health plus, you're going to be feeling the recoil, right? Because as you can see, we lost about 75% of our health, which is a decent amount of recoil, right? That's like, what is that? 15 special ones, right? 15 times 5, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. Yeah, we used about 15 Doom cycles here to get her down, which is an interesting way to think about that, right? But yeah, but keep in mind though, like I said, I did do this. I tried it without suicides first, right here. Very sustainable. I'm at 88% health, right? And Medusa is pretty much dead here. And this right here is where the charges run out when she's at 5% health. I didn't go for any special 2s. Maybe if I went for 1 or 2 special 2s, she would have died, but didn't feel like trying it again without suicides. So yeah, when the rank 5 Doom comes around, easy solo new suicides. But we have one more Abyss fight to check out, and this one is also without suicides. This is Captain Marvel movie. When Captain Marvel movie was first released in Abyss, this wasn't working like this, and she was like the most ridiculous fight ever, and she cost so many items for me on day 1 of Abyss, man, because she wasn't working against mystic champions like how she's working here, where the energy damage just completely obliterates her, right? So yeah, look at all the power, look at how we're controlling her power, look at how we're stealing her power, and we're just spamming special attacks, man. Check out Dr. Doom's health, by the way. Really solid showcase here, man, by Dr. Doom. Just really awesome, really cool. It feels especially good to do this after thinking back to, like, man, that initial Abyss completion, man, against her. Plus, oh god, flashbacks to Karina's challenge part freaking 2, man, when I was fighting Captain Marvel movie with rank 5. Well, actually, I started rank 4, 5-star Strife, and the other mutants. It was not a fun time. That was tough, man. This fight is not my favorite fight in the game. In fact, it actually might be one of my least favorite fights in the game without a Mystic Champion. But as you can see, Dr. Doom, it claps her up pretty good. Man. So we're going to jump from Abyss into 6.1. We have Sabretooth here. You guys know I like this fight quite a bit. It was very punishing, and it can definitely show you how sustainable your champion could potentially be that you're using. Okay, gonna watch out for, of course, no retreat, and we parried the end of that special 1, and as you can see, it didn't do too much damage on us. We're still at 100% health. Of course, now the recoil is going to kick in, so we're not going to be at 100% health anymore, but now Oscillate is up. We can probably go for some heavy attack chains in the corner. We're going to get a little risky here. We can potentially turn his Fury buffs into shocks with the stagger, but we're going to go now for the Doom cycle, okay? Oscillate is still up, so we do have to watch out for that, but maybe just one Fury is going to be enough, plus the Fury from Silver Surfer to pretty much end this fight for the most part. Look at those incinerates. Very nice. Keep in mind, plus 20% potency on the incinerates as well from the Mr. Fantastic synergy. We still have about 2 seconds left on that Fury, and we just missed it, but that's okay because we're going to go for some special attacks in the corner. We're going to go for some heavy attacks in the corner, right? We got a nice little intercept there. We're going to build up to a special 2 if we possibly can. One more heavy attack, and can we finish it off with the heavy chains? Oh my goodness gracious, man. The Oscillate was being really nice to us there, no doubt about it. But up next, we have 7.4 Super-Skrull. This fight was interesting, man. So there's bullet time here. There's also stun vulnerability. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be reparrying his stun immune combos as much as I possibly can while trying not to dex, because if I dex, he's going to get a passive stun on him. And what I want to do is I want to use that Diablo synergy to my advantage, and I'm going to try and get a lot of stun vulnerability, guaranteed critical hits with the armor break from Mr. Fantastic on Super-Skrull, and I want the longest duration possible all right, on that bullet time. As you can see, we're now at 13, right? He's gonna evade my blocked hits there. I'm like, okay. So here I have the falter on me. I want the falter to go away. I could get rid of it by interrupting his heavy apparently, but now here we go. We dexed, and now we have the passive stun. 41k with the stun vulnerability. Let's see how far we can get on this guy here, okay? So we're getting them down pretty nicely, 60%. Each one is a guaranteed 41.295 thousand damage. We're gonna go for a special 3 right before the stun runs out, because he will be stun immune once again once that passive stun is gone. So I'm gonna go right for the light attacks there. I'm gonna block the special 2. He has a very potent special 2. Obviously we ate a combo. That's good. You know, but that's okay. We're gonna finish it off here by going for the special 2 while the Fury is active. Skrull's immune to incinerate, but it doesn't even matter because the special 2 just killed him outright. Solid stuff, really fun stuff. Up next we have 7.3 Sorcerer Supreme, and we're going to take advantage of our friend Mr. Fantastic's pre-fight debuffs here. And now we have an unblockable on us. I believe that's because we're purifying A, the Suicide Masteries, and B, also that stagger. So that's the Mole Man synergy coming in really close. Every time we stagger a one of those every time we purify one of those staggers, we're going to go unblockable, which is great. So this fight is interesting because when she goes for the special 1, she's going to get her nullify aura up, okay? So what I want to do here is wait for that to go away and then go for the special 1. Also, while I don't have any staggers on me, that way I can keep the Fury. And now I want to just try my best to make her not go for the special 1. So I'm actually not going to be doom cycling here because her power is a little bit different than most champions, because it's kind of on like that continuous cycle, right? So I was just kind of like taking it slow here. I'm getting some power from her, you know, with my special 1. She puts a slow debuff on me, but I purify it right away. I feel like purify is a very nice thing lore-wise for Dr. Doom's kit. I almost wish that was in his main kit. I'm not saying Dr. Doom needs to be better than he is, because he definitely does not need it, and he doesn't need to be any more OP. Plus, he does have the synergy for it. He always has had it, but I feel like that's a very Dr. Doom-esque ability, just to be able to just purify what the defender throws at you, you know? So I definitely like that ability for him, no doubt about it. Speaking of that synergy, though, I absolutely hate it on Diablo. It's just awful. It's so awful because you want the poison debuff on Diablo at all times. At all times, man. So you know, when you purify the poison at the beginning of the fight, it's like, well, I'm running suicides for my Diablo, but where is the poison? It's not on me. But up next is a very interesting one, man. I'm going to be honest, this next one definitely took more than one try because it does need a little bit of luck. 6.3 Havoc, man. So as you guys know, the Silver Surfer synergy here, we can possibly get an armor up buff, right? After we activate the Aura of Hazarath. Also, our special 1 and our light attacks while Aura is up could drain power. That's going to be good against Havoc because that's going to remove his thingies, his plasma stuff, right? So, this fight definitely needs some RNG. It also needs some cooperation, but as you can see, energy damage there, but we can kind of drain his stuff at the same time. Plus, we have the armor up buff on. Gonna go for the special 3. Okay. Now, after the special 3, we have the armor up buff. Thank God. So we can put the shocks on. We can do all the things. It doesn't matter right now because we couldn't get an explosion. However, we have to really keep up with those light attacks because the light attacks continually drain his power and continually keep his plasma at bay. Right now, we're just kind of healing from the plasma debuffs, as you can see, right? And we're going for the heavy attacks to definitely do some damage, right? We're going to go for the special 3 again. Can we get lucky with another armor up buff? We didn't. Oh, we did not, but we're going to see what happens. Can we keep it together here? Can we keep the fight going? Light attack intercept after the heavy attack. We're going to go for more than light attack intercept. Another one. We're going to bait out the special 2 here. Boom. We're going to go for the special 3 after a heavy attack. Actually, not yet. We're going to keep going for some more heavy attacks because we're at 57% health, healing from the plasma, 35% on Havoc. What's going to happen? Energize buff. I'm like, okay, Just gonna go for the light attacks here. Gonna play it super duper safe. That seems like the way to go about doing it. Look at this, man. We're pretty much back at 3 bars of power. We're going to go for another special 3 with the Fury buff up. Havok was definitely really good for us in regards to the AI cooperation. And after the special 3, I'm feeling pretty good about a quick and easy finish. We're at 3% health. Are we going to slap them? Is that going to do it? Boom, 42k with the double Fury and the guaranteed crit. Not too bad, man. Definitely was not the first try on that fight. But 7.2 Tigra. Now, what's fun about this? It's not a hard fight, but what's fun about this fight is that there is heavy assault. Again, man, heavy assault, which I absolutely love Dr. Doom on, man. Probably my favorite champion to do heavy assault, or Wasp. Wasp is really fun on heavy assault too. For similar reasons, you got pretty much those guaranteed crits on the heavy attack. And yeah, man, I mean, we're like, what, a couple hits in? And we're not even 5 hits in yet. 3, well, did we get hit? I don't even know. Did we get hit, man? But it said 3. But yeah, completely clapped. Up next, Variant 3 Kang. Now, Variant 3 Kang, this is the guy who pretty much heals himself fully every 20 seconds unless there's a shock or incinerate debuff on you. Lucky for us, we have a very long shock debuff and a very long incinerate debuff. Not very long, but decently long enough, right? Like, decent enough, you know. It's not very long, though, but enough where we're like, fine. So what we're going to do here is we are going to build up to our special 3 while Kang is at his 3 bars of power, okay? We're going to go for our special 3. We're going to start getting set up here, all right? We have to really time our shocks and our incinerates with that selective time stream node, okay? Also keep in mind this is variant 3, so we have 50% reduced base attack. That's what that passive weakness is on us, okay? Right next to the aura and in between that and the poison is that passive weakness. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go for the special 3. I'm looking, I see like 2 to 3 seconds left on selective time stream. I'm like, okay, I can have this shock right here is just enough time to go for it. Now we have about 17 seconds we can go for the special 2. We're not going to give him any power, by the way, because we have the aura up. Yeah, this is pretty solid. That's some good damage here. I'm like, all right, let's keep his power low, under 2 bars of power. And now I'm watching that selected time stream. I'm saying to myself, I got to make sure I do this properly here. I need another shock. There we go. We're good to go. 14% health left on Kang. I'm feeling really solid about a good finish here. We can go for some guaranteed crit heavies in the corner. 8% health left on this guy. 6% health left. Baiting out the special 1. Go for the special 3. And this is pretty much going to be all that she wrote. Skip it right into the death. You love to see it, man. Up next, 6.4.4 Captain Marvel movie. This Captain Marvel is a little bit smaller than the Abyss one that we did about 10 minutes ago, but you know, Dr. Doom, Captain Marvel, Act 6, you gotta do it, right? So what I love about Dr. Doom, by the way, man, is you could just be hitting into their block, giving them power. If you have the special 1 in the bank ready to go, you can just launch it into their block and bam, bam, bam. Special 2, unblockable, through the block. You'll love to frickin' see it, man. Let's jump 4 story quest chapters and head to 7.4. We have King Groot here. King Groot, man. So whenever there are lots of buffs, we're going to have a good time, right? Because we could turn those guys to shocks and we can just pretty much have a good time the entire way, right? So King Groot here, you know, what we want to do is we want to essentially get to a special 3 and do our Doom cycle, right? I mean, it's kind of like the story for all these things here, right? That's just kind of how it goes. So we're going to go for the special 3 here against King Groot. We got the passive stun. Don't have to worry about his furies or anything like that, right? Shrugging off anything because we're just going to be continuing on like this. Now, one thing that would have been nice against this King Groot is the White Magneto pre-fight, just in case, you know, we are going for the parry while he does have a potential fury active, you know, but we are going to have those staggers going the entire time, and the stagger is going to go a really long way in keeping fights like these under control where we have to worry about his buffs and everything, right? But we're going to go for the special 2 here, and this is pretty much going to almost ice it here because now down to 8% health, 4% health. We're going to go for the special 1, and that's it. Nice 35k, heavy attack, crit. at the end. Now, 7.4.3, Mango Eggnog. You guys know we fight Mango all the time, right? So he is immune to armor breaks, okay? This probably would have been a good fight to use our Mr. Fantastic pre-fights on, but we didn't. Now, this has the node where if you're far away, you're going to gain an unstoppable buff on you, but if you're near him, when that little counter goes down, well, he's going to gain the unstoppable. We don't want him gaining the unstoppable, even though we have the nullify, right? The stagger that's going to be going on every time we use a heavy attack, and that's going to be very solid in controlling the fights here, controlling the buffs. But now we're going to be going for our special 3 against Mango Eggnog here, and we're going to get our Doom Cycle ready to go against this guy. Now, this is the fight that we used in our rank 4 Doom trailer, which was super duper fun. We had a good time with that. That was a while ago, man. That's how long I've been working on this video for. Some of these fights are so old at this point. But yeah, man, we're gonna go for the Doom Cycle here. Oh man, his like reduced combat power rate definitely got in the way there. I think it's like what is it, man? When he's above 2 bars of power, he has like 40% reduced offensive comp or any combat power rate. So yeah, it's definitely harder to Doom Cycle this guy. But I say to myself, all right, I'm at 91% health. He's at 40% health. We're doing like fine. I don't really want him throwing a special 2, so I'm going to push him to a special 3 and then steal his power. And now at this point, I can get a reparry and I can go medium, light, or I can't because I have to get that stagger on for the unstoppable. All right, there's a lot of things going on here. Oh, man. The heavy attack, resist, immune to armor break, and here we go. Special 3 once more against Mango freaking Eggnog, man. Oh my goodness gracious. Medium, light, medium, special 1. We're not at the special 3 again, but we're unstoppable. We're gonna go right in for the special 2, and that is it. He is down. He gave us a run for our money, but he is down. Up next, we got Variant 5 Venom. Now, I don't know the exact notes here. I just know there's a lot of power gain all around. I believe I had like 2 or 3 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion on for this fight. For whatever reason, I don't even know why, but it was on. But as you can see, his power rate, right, is all over the place. Dr. Doom loves that. He loves that increased power rate, man, because when the Aura of Hazorath is active, the light attack is actually going to steal power and not give power. And when you push them up to special 3, you can go to the special 1 early on in the fight and steal it and give yourself 2 full bars of power. And just like in every other fight, we are going for our Doom Cycle, and this is pretty much going to be all that she wrote against this big beefy Venom here. Medium, light, medium, special 1. Are we going to go for the special 2? Are we going to go for one more special 3? It looks like we're throwing it, and no power will be given to Venom whatsoever. He is going down 20% increased potency from Mr. Fantastic, and that is it. Boom. Bam. Get out of here. Flushed right down the toilet. 7.3 Cosmic Ghost Rider. Okay. Huge shout out to the Mole Man synergy for making us unblockable. I guess. I think that there's a note here, just like the Sorcerer Supreme one, where it's like if you purify a debuff, you're gonna go unblockable, which is great. But yeah, man, yeah, Ghost Rider up to 2 bars of power, but we stole it, right? Bam! Hit him with the heavy attack, bait out the heavy attack. We're gonna go for another heavy attack, bam! Guaranteed crit into the special 3, and now we can get the Doom Cycle going, man. Friendly reminder, Cosmic Ghost Rider is immune to Incinerate, so we don't want to rely on the special 2 Incinerates for damage in this fight. So we are gonna go for a reparry here against this guy. Come on, boom. Oh, he didn't go for it, man. He didn't go for it. So we're going to go for the heavy attack, but we still made it. I guess maybe we're running Mystic Dispersion here as well. We gotta be running it because we probably made it so his heavy attack aptitude didn't happen, right? I guess. I don't know, man. Doesn't matter. Special 2, bam. Get out of here. No incinerates. Heavy attack. 47k. Wasn't even a guaranteed crit. We just got lucky. Get out of here. 6.4 Ragnagod. Let's freaking go. Surtur in the background, rising up from the depths of hell so he can watch us clap Thor Ragnagod, man. Let's freaking go. Now, this guy has Prove Yourself, right? So we had to get to a 15 combo. Of course, he has Power Reserve, but that's okay. We're not too concerned about that. One thing about this fight, by the way, with, Dr. Doom is that Thor Ragnarok, he reduces the length of the shock debuffs by 90%. So it's almost like they're not even there, right? So we can't rely on that to go for our heavy attack chains. So I have to be very, very aware of that in this fight, okay? But that's okay, because we can still go for a medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium combo into the special one. Of course, the power gain here, we don't even care about it, because we're just going to go ahead and steal his power. Here, right, we can't go for the heavy attack, so we have to go for an intercept instead. Thankfully, we didn't get auto-blocked from Ragnagod's ability there, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead for the special 3, medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, special 1, power gain, see you later, into the special 2, unblockable from across the screen, and the Incinerates are going to just absolutely farm him down. Done. Done, done, done. Now, one of my favorite things to do with these maxed out rank 4 6-star champions when I'm running suicides and I got the full synergy team is going back to the big bad Act 5 collector just for a little bit of a break, and we're just gonna go in and show him who's boss. He bullied us back in the day, and today, now that we're more prepared, we are going in to bully him. We are gonna bully the collector with our rank 4 Dr. Doom. Oh, there is nothing he's going to be able to do to us at all. Steal his power, and we are close to a special 3. We're going to intercept and go in for the special 2 while we have the Silver Surfer Fury up. The Incinerates, he got them off for the tenacity, but that is okay. We have the Aura of Hasarath up, going to steal his power once more directly into a special 2. Can we do it? He went for his first, but we will resist the ending into a special 2 of our own while he's unstoppable. It doesn't even matter because he is flushed right down the toilet. Let's keep it going, man. 6.1 Ultron. This guy's in Act 6, but a little bit less climactic than the collector, man. Somehow a little more anticlimactic. It doesn't even matter, but what this guy has here is EMP modification, right? And of course, we're immune to shock, which is great. It's a really solid piece of utility that opens up the avenue to a lot of different nodes for Dr. Doom, a lot of different abilities that he's going to be able to use, right? The shock immunity for. It's a very important immunity to have filled in your roster, okay? You definitely want a shock immune champion. There are a lot of great ones. Dr. Doom, Mole-Man, Thing, even Terrax is very good and very underrated. I believe Super-Skrull is also shock immune, but I mean, like, hey, come on, you're not going to use that guy really for offensive purposes more often than not. I know a lot of people like him. I am not one of them. Sorry to disappoint, but Dr. Doom, definitely amazing option for a shock immune champion. I'm sure somebody's going to yell about how I didn't say Nebula. Nebula, also a very great shock immune champion. All right, also OG Storm now. Yeah, it's a great immunity to have, but we clapped him. We clapped him. Flushed right down the toilet. Hydra Adaptoid in 6.4. Arnim Zola here, okay? That's who this is, right? This is Arnim Zola, I believe. That's what's going on here. Arnim Zola in this guy's body. I think that's the lore behind it. But yeah, so Dr. Doom is really, really solid here because there is Limber, but we're going to kind of ignore that Limber and just kind of go like this instead, right? And we're going to just continually bait out his special attacks, and we're going to go for special 3s when we can, and that's going to give us a Fury. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep staggering his unstoppable buffs. We're going to keep staggering his power gain buffs. I think he has regen too, but maybe he has regen. I actually don't remember because and we're staggering everything, so I can't even see if he does have it. I don't think he does, but he doesn't have a special 3, right? So we're going to go ahead and just keep doing this and just keep hitting them, and we're going to keep punishing this guy, and we could go for a special 2 if we wanted to, but I think we're going to go ahead and build up to another special 3 because why the heck not, man? He's just not throwing a special attack, though. Here comes the special 2, I would imagine. There we go in the corner. Bam! Heavy attack into the special 3. Let's get the Fury one more frame. freaking time, man. Boom, and let's just go right in with the passive stun. No doom cycle for us because there is Matador here. Get rid of that unstoppable on this guy. Go right in, and we're going to finish it off with one more slap. 27k guaranteed crit. Not too bad at all. This fight with Iron Man Infinity War, man, this one was tough. This one was tough. This was another one of the fights that definitely took me more than one try. And I feel like that's just because I wanted to, just get such a good run on it. He is immune to armor break, which is fine. But one thing that Iron Man has is that I forget the exact text of the ability. I did this fight 2 months ago at this point. I've been working on this video for so long. But one thing that Iron Man has is that it's like every armor passive that he has reduces the potency of power draining abilities by like 15% each. So if he had even one armor up passive, that's going to severely limit the potential of me doing my doom cycle. So that's why I'm waiting out that armor passive, as you can see, and now we're going for it. And there's some RNG involved. I have to hope that the special 3 doesn't give him the armor up first and foremost. Then I have to hope that my medium doesn't give him. I didn't get any on the light attacks, but now the special 1 we went for it, right? And he got 1 armor there. But so as you can see, right, I believe a heavy attack would not have brought me to a special 3 here, but we got it there. 2 armors on Iron Man now. Not even to mention that when he has 4 armor up passives, he could auto block, which could definitely get in the way of what we want to do here. But instead of going for the doom cycle, I was just going for light. And what I'm going to be doing here with the lights is, see, look, okay, so perfect example right there, right? So I went for the special 1 when he had 2 armor up passives, when he had 3 full solid bars of power, and I'm like at 1.6 bars of power, so I would imagine maybe it's like 20% power reduction just based on that. Or maybe that's 1.7 bars. Maybe it is 15%. Regardless. So yeah, that's what makes this fight a little tough. I really want to get to a special 2 here, though. I'm seeing my opportunity. I'm like, man, can we get the special 2? Can we get the incinerates off? Can this take this guy down? Where is it going to bring him to? Oh my God, where is it? 5%. I'm like, okay, this is the time right here, man. We gotta do this very carefully. 9 passive armors. 9 passive armors. We're gonna let those guys go away, and now we're gonna bait out the special 1, and we're going to counter his heavy attack if we have to, and get a guaranteed critical hit to finish this off. Boom. There we go. Nice. By the way, if you want to see it, a while ago, like well over a year ago, I did rank 3 Doctor Doom versus Iron Man Infinity War in Abyss, pretty much only doing heavy attacks. It was super long. It was super boring. But if you want to see it, you can go watch it. It's an effective way to do it with the Diablo synergy. Up next, 6.1 Ghost. Probably the easiest fight in the video, especially because we pretty much have that permanent armor break on Ghost, because Ghost is just the best defender in the game, right? So we just needed to counter her very effectively with that armor break, right? But yeah, basically, man, we're just, I was looking at the Act 6 bosses and I was like, which ones didn't I do yet? Ghost? All right, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Quick and easy. Bam. Boom. Here comes the special 2. Unblockable special 2. No special 3, no nothing. The incinerates are going to tick her down very nicely. Let's go ahead and refresh that armor break. What happened there? A little bit of lag there. That's okay. That's all right. It's done. Boom. Heavy attack. Boom. Flushed right down the toilet. All right, man. We are trucking along here. We still got a decent amount of fights left, but 6.4 Darkhawk, man. So 6.4 Darkhawk. This one was interesting. It took me like 1 or 2 tries before this one to figure out what I really wanted to do here. And then one thing I came to realize is that the stagger from the heavy attack is actually going to go a long way in removing his regen when he switches modes, So that's going to be really nice, actually, as we move along in the fight here. But I do want my Fury on the special 3 as well, So we're kind of going along here, just building up power, baiting out special ones. He has power reserve. He also has force of will, and that's pretty much it. You know, way back in the day, before the initial Act 6 nerf, this guy used to start unblockable for a while. That was fun. But yeah, heavy attack there. You see no regen. He has like 1 tick of regen. He gains like 1,500 health, which is nothing on like a 500,000 health boss, right? But what I want to do here is I actually want to bait out this from this guy, so I can go in here, bam, heavy attack him and actually do damage, you know? And there's not going to be any of the regens, right? So here I'm trying to bait out another special 2. He's being a little stingy with it. I'm like, come on, man, come on, just throw it. Just throw the special 2. Throw it, man. Throw the special 2. Come on. I was saying it out loud. I was saying, please throw it, please. Come on. Snowball was looking at me like I was a crazy person yelling at my phone. But just in time, we got it. We got the special 2 for him to throw it. And we got rid of the regen. Now we're going for our special 3 here. It's going to put him into shield mode. But the passive stun is just long enough that we can get a couple of light attacks off. And now we can go for a special 2 here of our own. And while the Fury is still active, we can build up to a special 2 if we want to. If we parry light. But I don't believe I'm going to want to do that. I'm going to, I am doing it. Okay, nice. So I went for the special 2 and I put the incinerates on, and the incinerates are doing a nice amount of damage. I guess the shield mode, it does not prevent the damage over time effects, which is definitely nice. I actually did not know that outright, so that's nice. That's good to know for the future, and I guess I didn't realize it at the time either. But yeah, solid stuff. Good stuff, man. But yeah, this guy is going down fine enough. You know, this is definitely not the best fight for him because we can't really do our full doom cycle with the shield mode active. But we can go for our heavy attacks 4 days and we can get a guaranteed crit here. You know, obviously not after the special 2, but hey, man, he's going down fine enough, right? He's going down fine enough, and we're so close to our special 3 that's going to end the fight, right? We're going to go for one more heavy attack here, medium, light, heavy attack, and the special 3 will end it right after we push him to a special 2 one more time. Come on, throw the special 2, Darkhawk. The people are getting really tired of watching this fight. I can hear people commenting it already, saying the Darkhawk fight was so boring. Why did you show the entire thing? You should have just skipped to the end. Come on, man. And the special 3 is going to end it, and people, finally, their prayers have been ended. They don't have to watch Darkhawk any longer, and now they get to watch 7.4 Mojo, which is a very interesting fight because this one has the node with the degen where when you knock them down, you put all the degen onto the defender, which is definitely very, very fun to do, you know, especially when you parry and you gain the Fury. So how about that? All that degen that is going to be on us, we're actually putting onto Mojo here, and now Oscillate, just like against 6.1 Sabretooth, we are just putting our degen on him, and while Oscillate is up, I'm just taking advantage of the defensive nature of the defender, going for the heavy attacks, and I timed it so that I can go for this. Now, after the special 3 on Mojo, you have to rush in right away, and yeah, at this point now, the Oscillate is just about over, just enough time to get the re-parry off. Beautiful, knock him down, put the degen on him one more time. We're going to have to rush in once more after the special 3. Let's jump in, medium, light, medium, special 1 to put the degen on Mojo and finish off with the special 2, but he's already done. He's already done. Flushed right down the toilet, big old Mojo just clogging up the toilet with everybody else down there, but we have 6.2 Omega Red. This is Icarus. Now, this is an interesting one because, you know, with Doom's normal playstyle of going for the heavy attacks, right, I would love to see like a big heavy attack crit, guaranteed crit with the Icarus debuffs, but we can't do that because, you know, the heavy attack removes all of the Icarus. Unfortunately, I wanted to see like, you know, 10 Fury buffs with like a guaranteed crit, but unfortunately you're not going to be able to get that really going on, but that's okay. That's okay. This fight, Doom is really very safe for this fight. You can just keep things going like this. And, you know, this fight, this boss has always been probably one of the easiest bosses in all of Act 6. You know, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to fight Omega Red, if you don't know how to fight Icarus, you're not going to have a good time. Or if you don't have a really good counter for it, you're not going to have a good time. But if you do have, like, any idea of how to fight Icarus and Omega Red, it's always been really fun and easy. You can go in with Ghost, Angela, you can go in with anybody. You can pretty much do do this. There was a 39k medium attack there at the end because the Furies really build up nicely. But back to 7.3, Symbiote Supreme. We threw on our friend Mr. Fantastic's pre-fights once more, but he is immune to any power modification, so the Petrify and the Suppression, they are not there. But there's Ebb and Flow heavy here, and also it's like Symbiote Supreme, right? So we can kind of like do this in the corner. So we're going to be having that increased Fury on the heavy attack, and also just be able to chain them here in the corner. So that's really, really solid. I do have the stagger passive on me right now, so I do not want to go for the special 3 while that stagger is active, but right now we're going to go for it while we have the Ebb and Flow Fury, and also while the stagger is gone, and then we got 2 Furies, 53k guaranteed crit heavy attack because we have the Ebb and Flow Fury, the Fury from the special 3, and the Fury from also Silver Surfer, finishing it off just like this. Now, funny enough here, in Doom's Sig ability, if you like nullify a power gain buff, you're going to steal it for yourself. And we were doing that against Symbiote Supreme, and it was when there was a stagger on us. So we just did some nice beefy damage to ourselves there. But that's all right. 6.4 Ice Band. Huge shout out to Moman synergy. For purifying all 3 debuffs. For purifying the bleed, purifying the poison, purifying the cold snap. Usually for this fight, I bring in Nick Fury and Punisher 2099 for that solid synergy to remove the cold snap and become immune to all debuffs at the beginning of the fight. However, this works fine too, man, when the RNG is on your side. It's definitely the first try, right? It was like the 3rd try, which is still not too bad. But, yeah, solid stuff. Solid stuff still. Now, this guy is stun immune, so we're going to go ahead and eat a combo here to combat that, obviously. And after we do eat that combo, we're not going to go for our heavy attack stuns here, which is a little bit annoying. This guy's being really annoying, not throwing a special 1, by the way, which is frustrating, of course. But there is also Matador here. So what we're going to do here is push him just down to 2 bars of power and bait out 2 special 1s like in a row if we possibly can. That's prime strat there for Matador when you're trying to get to a special 3 quickly, okay? And now what we're going to do is here, we're going to go for a special 3. We're going to get our Fury buff. He's going to be at power. We're going to try and bait out 2 special 1s from this guy. We're going to have to go for medium, okay? Because we do not want to be stealing his power here. But he's being really weird whenever we have our Fury up, our Aura up. He's just not going for special attacks, which is definitely very unfortunate, as you can see. But at the end of the day, it's fine. I was still going for medium there just because I built up a habit over the past 20 seconds. But we're back at a special 3. And again, we're going to go for our special 3, get our Fury buff. Definitely not ideal when there's like Matador and we aren't in control of our power meter, because again, Dr. Doom's entire kit is pretty much based around being in control of both champions' power meters at all time. That's really like what this guy is all about. And when you lose that ability with nodes like Matador and like Power Struggle, for example, it definitely hurts his value a little bit. There's or is it Power Struggle, or is it the one, whichever one that Crossbones has? I feel like you're still in control of that, because like you know what you're doing after the special 3, like we did in Crossbones, we did medium, light, medium, light, medium, light, medium. I felt like we were very in control of that power meter, still influencing the power bar to do what we wanted to do. That way we can do what we want to do. But yeah, but Matador, he's fine for it. Clearly he was fine there, but when they're also stunning you, it makes it a little bit different. But whatever. We got through it fine enough. It was a solo. A solo is a solo. Ice Band flushed down the toilet. He melted. Up next is 6.1 Loki. Let's go, man. Let's freaking go. Close Encounters, 6-star rank 4, full synergy team with suicides in Act 6.1. You think we can do it? I think we could. All right. So obviously the 6.1 defenders, Crossbones and Sabretooth, they're interesting to me. But the other ones, they're I mean, Ultron's pretty interesting, but Ghost and Loki, they're very much so middle of the line bosses for me, in my opinion. Because look, we're gonna go for our first special 3. Loki's down to 63% health. You know, we're gonna go for one Doom cycle here, and that's pretty much gonna be it, man. We're gonna go for the special 2, I believe here. We got it. Are we going for a full? We're not going for the full cycle here. There's no way. There's no way I saw this guy's health and said, you know what I need to do? I need to go for another special 3. What the heck, man? Whatever. Done. Flush down the toilet. Whatever. Who cares? 7.3, Doctor Frickin' Strange. This guy has a note here where if he has an armor up buff, you take Thorns damage. But huge shout out to Mr. Fantastic for that beefy armor break potential. How about that? He came in at us there and we just said, nope, slapped him. Hit you with the slap, man. Hit you with the pimp hand. You know? So yeah, I'm going to be building up to a special 3 here, and hopefully he does not take away our Fury buff with his Sig ability. We went right in there. Oh my god, there was a little bit of lag in the video, I assume. But yeah, it looks like he did steal our Fury buff, but that is okay. Another thing here is that Doctor Strange has reverse controls on only his special attacks. So the easiest way to go about that is to just be Doctor Doom and just not let them throw their special attacks and just control their power bar like we've been doing the entire video. So we're going to bait out another heavy attack, going for a full combo here, a little bit slow because I want him to be very close to 3 bars of power when we go for the special 3. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. He's almost there and not quite, but that's all right because the special 1 will still give us a decent enough amount of power, and our Fury buff actually stayed this time, and that is going to be it with the special 2. It didn't even slap him. We said get back with the special freaking 2, man. Up next is a pretty boring fight, man. This is the 6.1 Sentinel boss, and you know, Doctor Doom is like fine here. The beginning might be interesting for you. What I was doing in the beginning here was I was really trying my best to control my combos. That way I don't really trigger his analysis much. Because that's just going to make the fight longer, right? Because the more analysis he has, the more crit resistance I has, I believe, or physical resistance he has, something like that. But here I went for the special 1 right when, nice, beautiful. Is this the wrong clip? There's no way. Let's see what happens. Let's watch it together and let's see if this is the wrong clip or not. We dove right into that special 2, man. And I said, you know what? Whatever. We're going to go for the special 3 right before we're about to lose our power. And what we have to do is we have to go for the light attack here to drain his power. This is a very sloppy fight, man. I'm surprised I didn't redo this one. Whatever. So, special 1, how about that one? He was at 3 bars of power. Can I get to a special 2? Oh, did I turn it around here? Oh my god, special 2, beautiful, with the Fury buff, 3 incinerates. Ooh, you love to see it, man. Can we dex the special 2 this time? Can we try our best to not run directly into it? All right, there we go, man. I don't remember this fight being this sloppy, but like I said, this was a while ago. Man, I just ate an entire special 2 and I said, let's keep going. But yeah, this guy's almost done. His analysis is still not built up, by the way. He's at 96% health. So that's definitely what's helping us keep our damage output in this fight when we can't really do our Doom cycle because he is stun immune, even for the passive stun after the special 3. One thing that's great though, is that, you know, when he's built up for the analysis, he's going to be able to put debuffs onto us through our block, but we are immune to those armor breaks, right? So yeah, at this point, he's down to 10% health, and his analysis is built up, and as you can see, he's pretty much resisting, like, everything we're throwing at him. So this is why I was fighting... Nice resist. Incinerate. Purified. Moment. Purify the Incinerate. What a freaking sloppy fight this was, man. But yeah, as you can see, rank 4 Doctor Doom full synergy suicides. And like we were in, and even Doctor Doom here was having like a tough time getting down this Sentinel like very efficiently. That fight is like, it's not necessarily hard per se because you can just keep baiting the special 1 and attacking him, but he's a real pain in the butt, man, still, to get that Cav title. I still think that Crossbones is overall a harder fight, but that fight is just like annoying. You know? Anyway, we just fought a Symbiote Supreme not too long ago. Let's fight another one. 6.2. And this one we didn't go for the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights because I guess we were being a silly goose that day. That must have been what was happening. But also, I really don't think we need it because we got those nice, fat, guaranteed crits. As you can see, 4 more of those, and there's just no way this guy is going to see tomorrow because he's going to be flushed right down the toilet right now. So no pre-fights needed, and a couple of heavy attacks. Bada bing, bada boom. Heavy assault, 7.1.4. Hela. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. We got the class advantage on the heavy assault. All right, and of course, you got to hold it. You gotta hold it, wait for them to come in. You gotta have fun with it. 75k crit. Now, Hela's great because she's gonna get the physical resistance, so you can kind of just have a lot of fun by doing this. And as you can see, it's very effective, it's very strong, it's very potent, it's very powerful. This, you do need to be Sig 200 for this to be reliable. She has Lazarus here, so she's going to keep regenerating up to 20% health until she doesn't any longer. But as you can see, she can regenerate all she wants all day, every day. It does not matter because we will continue to cheese her like this, and that is essentially going to be pretty much all she wrote as Hela is flushed down the toilet with the previous 40 bosses. Up next, 7.3 Red Goblin. This guy has unlimited power and some other nodes as well. I do believe we can stagger all of the Fury buffs if we line it up properly, which is definitely going to be nice. And I do believe there's some sort of burnout node or something where if we like prevents him from gaining power or buffs or something, he does a thing. I don't really know. I never thought this fight was too hard. I thought it was always just like a pretty beefy Red Goblin with some nodes that are kind of ignorable, if that is a word, or I never really thought about it much. Like, cool, he's going to gain some Fury buffs and stuff, but like, I mean, hey, just bait the special one. It's easy enough, right? But yeah, we're going to go for our Doom Cycle here, and that degen is ticking. I don't know for sure what causes the degen to tick, but it's ticking along, and of course, we are nullifying and staggering all of the potential unlimited power Fury buffs that he's getting. He could get like, you know, he'd probably have like 40 Fury buffs by this point in the fight, if not more, but we're just making it so he can't gain any of them, and the special 2 is going to be it right here. 0 Fury buffs in the entire fight, flushed right down the toilet. Up next, 7.1.1 Black Widow Clairvoyant here. Now, she has Footloose, okay? And I think unblockable special attacks as well, and that's pretty much all she has going on in this fight. We're not too concerned about anything going on here. Now, one thing, actually, the buffs that we gain on Special 1 from Silver Surfer, and on Special 3 from our Natural Kit and from Silver Surfer, they're buffs, obviously. Black Widow Clairvoyant, whether she's on attack or defense, getting hit or using a medium or a light attack is going to nullify buffs on you. So those buffs on us, while we do our medium, light, medium Doom Cycle, well, say goodbye, because they're all gone now, and that's going to feed her power. But what's so great about that is that we don't really care if it feeds her power, because okay, cool, you got rid of our little Fury buff. That's nice. I'm very glad you did that. I'm happy for you. That's amazing. I hope you had a great time doing that. Doesn't really matter because it got you below 50% health the first time, and we're just gonna go for another Doom Cycle over here, and that's really gonna be it, right? So here we go. Passive stun, medium, light, medium, special 1, and the special 2 has gotta be it. Come on, there we go. Boom, boom. No Fury buff, but we're ticking. We're ticking down. We're eating a combo, but we're also ticking down. Flushed right down the toilet. Power Shield Guardian in 7.2. Now, obviously, Doom does some decent damage, no doubt about it, right? So we're probably going to have a solid time against Power Shield. I believe this is the first Power Shield fight in this video. Up next, we have another one, but let's get through this one first. We're going to just make our way up to our special 3, right? And then we'll Doom Cycle up to a nice special 2. Of course, Guardian does have that energy resistance, so the Incinerates probably won't do too much damage. Here, I don't really want this guy throwing his, a special 2, so we're going to hold our block. We're going to go ahead and bait out a heavy attack, and we're going to go for our heavy attack here to go into our special 3, which on its own will do a decent amount of damage against Guardian here, okay? So the special 3, we're going to get the Fury. We got the Power Shield damage going on. We're gonna go for our medium, light, medium, rotation while he's at 3 bars of power. Let's see, are we going to go for the special 2 here, or are we going to go for another Doom cycle? Absolutely, of course. What was I even thinking? It's Power Shield. We have to get the double Fury. We got to go all in on this guy, man, and that is exactly what we are doing here. Let's see how much damage from 75% we can do with the double Fury. Not too bad, down to 55%. I think a special 2 is going to be more than enough. That was 120k. Special 3. Oh, it looks like we were just under. What happened there? Not sure, but let's go ahead and let's fix that. Come on, man. Come on, Guardian. Oh my goodness gracious. We're going to go just for light attacks into the special 2. Is it going to be it? I saw a 70k crit in there. Oh, wow, man. Those incendiaries are doing pretty good, even with the energy resistance. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Definitely not too bad at all. Let's go for another Power Shield fight. This one is Killmonger. Killmonger in 7.4. And of course, the Mr. Fantastic synergy is going to be great here because we can just always have that armor break on us, which is just absolutely phenomenal, right? You gotta love that armor break, man. It's definitely very useful in a lot of different situations. Sometimes in Alliance War, we send a Doom to a Killmonger with the armor break synergy because it's just very nice to have, you know? It definitely adds a little bit of utility for him, man. You know, that's usually a Cosmic Champion thing, so that synergy gives him a little bit of a Cosmic Champion type situation. The Mole Man synergy gives him a little bit of the skill purified type situation. So Dr. Doom is just an absolutely incredibly versatile champion, man. It's just like the more the more you dive into him, man, every single thing he does is just so powerful. And we're gonna go for a big beefy special 2 now with the double Furies with the Power Shield. I mean, come on, man. When you use a special attack that has damage over time, you know what I am interested in seeing? Those were about 7k per tick. I want to see the Guardian special 2 damage with the energy resistance. Oh, about the same. Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure what's up with that. But I guess Dr. Doom's really good. That's what it is. That's what's up with that. But when you go for a special attack that has damage over time, that is amplified by the 400% that Power Shield is as well. 6.2 Kingpin. This is going to be, you know, fine. With Kingpin here, we can go ahead and bait out the special ones and counter with our heavy attacks, and that's going to, you know, give him the armor break buff. And what that's going to do is it's going to nullify all of his buffs. His overpower buff, it's going to nullify his other buffs as well. I'm not too concerned about him going for the special 2 to get the unstoppable, right? Here we can go for this. Again, his buffs are just gone. It instantly gives him 6 rage. So that kind of cycle, it's continual throughout the entire fight here. The medium attack will give him shocks, turn them into overpower, right? And then also, the armor break is going to give him a debuff to turn into overpower as well. So that's kind of what this fight is going to be like. As you can see, we're going to go heavy attack here or not. I guess we're just doing a full 5-hit combo for whatever reason. But yeah, he's at 7 rage now. So the next medium attack or the next heavy attack is going to push him right up. Push him right up to that overpower, and it's just gone. And he has 6 rage charges back, man. So that cycle just kind of continues. Of course, there is destructive feedback here, but he's down to 50% health. Push him to 2 bars of power and then steal it. Nice. Absolutely love to see it, man. Heavy attack there. Nice. Purify him. He didn't get any rage back that time. Interesting stuff. All right. And we're going to go ahead and go for another heavy attack with the 2 light attacks to creep just a little bit closer. Now, this guy obviously is stun immune, if you couldn't tell. That's not why I'm taking advantage of the shock debuffs, because he is stun immune, so I won't be able to get the passive stun going. After the special 3, no passive stun either, but that's okay, because as you can see, we don't necessarily need it. It's just really nice to have unblockable finale as well on this fight, which is a little annoying, but you just got to keep the rotation going, and you won't really have too hard of a time. Again, this is one of those fights where, like, hey, Dr. Doom was, like, pretty OP, so he's, like, really good even when he has nothing going for him. That's kind of what this is, but, like, of course, I wouldn't recommend you go out of your way to use Dr. Doom for this stun immune Kingpin, you know, but this is going to be it. Boom, done, flushed right down the toilet. Speaking of fights that Doom is not perfect for, 6.3.5 Mysterio, dude. Now, the armor break is nice for sure, don't get me wrong, but of course it's Matador and it's Mysterio, man, who it's just like, oh god, this guy with the heavy attacks, you know? But yeah, you got to watch out for that special one in the beginning because, you know, the special one, you can't hit him while that debuff is active. Also, there is tunnel vision here, so you have to watch out. You definitely have to watch out for the falter debuff, and also if Mysterio throws off a special 2, you got to watch out for the power drain debuff as well. Okay, but I want to make my way up to a special 3 so I can get some nice damage off. That's pretty much the strat here against this guy. And, you know, this is a bit of a longer fight. It's one of those fights where it's like, all right, you just got to keep it consistent. You got to keep it going, you know. And it's just as long as you keep trucking along, he'll go down eventually, man. See, we're going for the heavy attacks here while we have the 1 Fury up, just because I want to get the damage in while I can get the damage in, because there is Matador, just like, you know, just like against Iceman. It's like, well, definitely not ideal, but hey, it's fine. Now, it is possible, by the way, that Mysterio throws his special 2, and we immediately purify that power drain debuff with the Mole Man synergy, which is very nice when that happens. But this is funny. Watch this. Watch this part. Look at what Mysterio does here. Look at this. I was just sending this to somebody the other day. Absolutely ridiculous, this guy's AI, man. Oh my god. Look at that, and of course, he clips me with the special 1. This clip started by me throwing a heavy attack in his corner, then I was just trying to bait out a special 1. He used nothing but heavy attacks to get me all the way into my corner, and then clips me with the end of his special 1. This guy has absolutely no chill whatsoever, man, but it's fine, because we're almost back up to another special 3. Mysterio, I still really like this guy, man, as a character in this game. I think he's a very cool champion, honestly. I do like him on offense. I would like to explore him a bit further. He's pretty nuts with the Penny Parker synergy, but yeah, man, this guy, he's just being a real pain in the butt here. Unfortunately, we did get clipped by that special 1, took some damage, but it's fine. It's not the biggest deal in the world. We're still moving along. We're trucking along just fine. 27k heavy attack there, guaranteed crit. You love to freaking see it, man. And here, I don't really want him throwing the special 2, but there just isn't much I could do about it. And at this point, he's at 17% health. I'm like, man, just throw the special attack, please. Can we get on with this? It's been 2 minutes. It's been more than 2 minutes. I just feel like you're gonna hit me with a heavy attack and the poison's gonna kill me. So I just want to let's keep going. Let's get it over with, man. You know, he's just not playing ball here. I'm saying to myself, all right, guaranteed crit heavy attack. It did 3% health. He's at 10%. 4 more heavies. That's what I gotta do. That's it, and then it's done. 4 more heavies and we're done. I chanced it there, but he dashed back. Here we go. Medium heavy, 7%. It wasn't a crit, though. Oh, he almost got me there. Boom. 4% health. 1 more medium heavy. That should be it. Oh, my God, this guy. We got a few more fights left. 7.3, Cable. This fight is interesting, man. It's like Vigorous Assault and Surge Charge. So, Surge Charge is whenever you hit him, he's going to gain one of those Surge Charges, and essentially when he uses a special attack, he's going to get that power back, kind of. But look at this, the power gain buff. After we eat a combo from this guy, we are stealing his power gain. And this is going to be one of those fights where we just don't let this guy use a special attack. And how about this, man? Right there was a perfect example of why I don't love Mystic Dispersion on Doom, because stuff like that happens, and that was cool, that was fun to watch. But in like a real scenario, in like Alliance War or like something else, I'm not gonna want that exciting video clip of me getting a special 3 while he's, you know, or me getting above 2 bars of power. Like right now, look at this, man. Look at the power, dude. It's just crazy. There's so much going on. But yeah, I'd rather just be consistent like it's been for the past hour and a half, you know? But we got 2 more fights left. We have 7.1 Weapon X, man. Weapon freaking X. Now, one thing about Weapon X, of course, he gets more aggressive while he's in his little berserky phase. However, also he's stun immune, so we can't like take advantage of that. But one more other thing is that he's going to be regenerating 100% of the damage that we do to him that is not in damage over time. So we definitely want to watch out for that. But what I want to do here is essentially just build up to 3 bars of power. Let him be berserk. cool, dude. Be Berserk, regenerate your stuff. I don't really care at this point. I just want to build up to special 3, and I'm kind of using this opportunity to build up to a special 3 while he's still in Berserk, so I don't really have to worry, you know, about Berserk, you know, like activating too soon, you know. So right now the timer just reset, right? So unfortunately he went for the special 1 there. I should have been holding block, but it would have been much better if I was holding block. Come on, man. I want to get you to a little over 2 bars of power before that cycle starts. Unfortunately, man, he has 1 rage charge. Unfortunately, I wanted to get this going before it even started, but that's okay. We can get a full Doom cycle in here, okay? Special 1. He is at 20 charges. We can go for a special 2. Am I not doing it? What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm a crazy man. What am I doing? What am I even doing here? Special 2? I should have thrown it earlier. It's alright. He's going to regenerate the entire special 2 damage, but all of that incinerate damage, he is not going to regenerate. And of course, you know, listen, it's all well and good to get it done as efficiently as possible, but 1 special 3, special 2 rotation got him below 50% health, right? If I would have gotten off another special 3, if I would have played a little bit faster after his initial Berserk ran out, I could have potentially gone special 3, special 2, end. But listen, man, when things go wrong, sometimes you gotta adapt. And when you see, like, okay, 1 cycle there took off over 50% health, just do 1 more cycle and plan to do that, and it's going to be fine. Up next, we have 7.4 Annihilus, and I still have no clue what's going on with this guy. I still don't know what that little purple passive is under Dr. Doom, but it's okay, because we're going to just slap this guy back to the negative zone, man. That's just what we're going to freaking do, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be fun for the whole family and everybody watching. We're going to just slap this guy right down the toilet of the negative zone, all right? So, of course, shocker, we're going to build up, you know, to a special 3, right? Shout out to Annihilus for just pushing us there, our bar of power up to special 3. Really nice of this guy for doing that. I really appreciate it. It's really nice, honestly. But we're going to go for our little Doom cycle here, all right? Boom, boom, boom. Now we're going to do our little reparry. You'll love to see it when they cooperate. Go for medium, light, heavy attack, 40k heavy attack. There has to be a node that's increasing that heavy attack, man. But 1 more Doom cycle to close out the showcase here. Will it finish it off with the special 2 with 3 fury buffs total, and the incinerates will tick him down the toilet, flushed with the rest of them. Rank 4, 6-star Dr. Doom maximum showcase, 45 endgame bosses, and you know, the collector and like Winter Soldier and everything. This guy is an absolute broken OP monster, man. He really, really is. And you know what? He's one of those champions who only gets better the higher rank that you get him because of the increased combat power rate. You know, making this video, it's just like it took away any doubts that Doom would be my first rank 5 Mystic champion. Highly doubt he'll be my first overall rank 5 champion unless I'm in an alliance that is pushing top 1 AQ, which I highly doubt that's gonna happen. But yeah, man, Dr. Doom, easy rank 4 choice in my opinion. Very easy rank 5 choice. The combat power rate at rank 4 is more than fine in my opinion, but it's still at the point where you have to get the reparry after the special 1 of the Doom cycle, where at a rank 5 Dr. Doom will not have to do that. You just need to get a parry off, I believe. I'm 99% sure. However, if that bothers you so much, you can supplement that issue with the Mojo synergy, and I did make a video about that. Type in, like, I don't know, Karate Mike, amazing synergy you don't know, or type in Karate Mike Mojo synergy, something like that. It's the thumbnail has Mojo on it, right? That's what it's going to be. But that's it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Guys, on the real, this video took a very, 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 very long time to make. All these rank 4 maximum showcase videos, or the big rank 3 videos, they take a very long time to make. A like, a comment, a share would be very much so appreciated. Yeah, that's it. Drop the likes and stuff, man. Hit the subscribe button for more. There'll be more of these coming to you soon. I'm sure there will be more rank 4s after July 4th. Who am I going to rank up? I guess you're gonna have to hit the subscribe button to find out. I'll be seeing you around, man.